All right, welcome back everybody. This week's project, a Mavic Pro drone. I'll flick up some details on the screen now so you can see. It's another Facebook Marketplace little gem. So this is my, I guess you call it first introduction to a drone. I have had the little quadcopters and stuff in the past, but yeah, this is my first sort of introduction to a proper drone. But what's happening is, as you'll see if you keep an eye on the gimbal here, it's a bit of a mind of its own. Just doesn't really know what it wants to do. So I'll get the camera set up and then we'll have a bit of a chat about it. So, like I said, my first proper drone. I was super excited to get it. I actually have been thinking about getting one for a while, but the prices new of the Mavic 3, Pro 3, they're just like out of this world. And I've always preferred to learn with anything, learn in something that's pre-loved, got some character marks on it already, which I've been really lucky. This guy who had this drone, who I bought this from, has looked after it incredibly well, which is always a huge credit to the previous owner. So, like I said, the gimbal has thrown the toys out of the cot, but in a stroke of luck, I actually ordered one of these a while ago for another project that I was looking at doing, and it's turned up. So this is the ribbon that controls the gimbal. Now, the guy that I bought it off, I'll put the ad up, like I said, somewhere on the screen so you can have a quick read of it. But basically, he rang the DJI people in Melbourne, and they said that in round figures it was going to be $180 for the part and $120 to do it. So basically $300. That part that I just showed you was about $17 off eBay, $17 or $22 off eBay. I'll put that link up as well so you can see it. I'll put the link in the description too, so if anyone needs it, they can grab one, because that came in no time at all when I ordered it. So basically, the low purchase price of the drone plus that part should mean that if I wanted to, I'd be able to sell this drone for market price, probably $500. I think they are now about $550 for these older drones, and make double my money out of it. But I actually think I might want to hold on to it for a little bit and just try the whole drone filming, seeing for some different angles. Obviously inside's no good, but yeah, outside could be good for some upcoming projects. Now today is howling wind. Today and tomorrow here in Melbourne, the weather is atrocious. It's probably less than ideal to learn how to fly a drone. I've got a little patch of grass here that's quite sheltered, which I could try on. But let's get this set up. I'm just going to put my phone in the controller so you guys can see the error as well, in case this is a problem that anyone else is having. You can see the error codes or the message that comes up, and then we can go from there. So stay tuned. Thanks for tuning into the video, and I hope this helps someone, because there are a few videos out there on this. Some of them are in a different language, but just thought I'd do one on my channel. So thanks for watching, guys. Stay tuned. All right, so I'm hoping that you can see that. So basically, gimbal motor load too large. Please check if the gimbal clamp has been removed. Gimbal is restarting. So that's the error that we've got. So just going to keep doing it over and over and over again. So I'll change over that ribbon, keep you guys in the loop and up to date, get you a good camera angle, and we'll get that fixed. Okay, so the first thing we have to do is get access under here. So take out the battery. Now under here there are 1, 2, 3, 4 little Allen heads in there, and then 5, 6 there. So we'll take those out now, and then I'll show you the 2 mystery ones that a lot of people don't show in their videos. So it's just a little, I think it's a 1.5mm Allen key. I'll try and do this without kicking the camera too many times, so I know how annoying that is. So I'll take all these out, these 4, and then we'll come back. Okay, I've got those 6 out. I'm going to put these screws somewhere very, very safe. did have a little container somewhere. It's not bucket talk. It's bucket time. All right, pull them in there. That way I know where they are. So that people always forget to undo these little ones, and then what happens in turn is that that's absolutely just round and chewed. Okay, might have to be a little bit redneck here. Oops. But can we get to it from there? If I do that, I'm just gonna bring you guys down a little bit so you can see what I see. Do you see what I see? Like that. Back it off there. So because that's chewed, I wonder if I can just, oh, I can get to it. Look at that. This is probably not the ideal way of doing this, but I don't have another option at the moment. I don't think I'm going to get you guys in there to see either. Turn around a little bit, can you see? Hopefully you can. It's undoing, which is good. And I'm assuming that this will just, oh, that was possibly too easy, but anyway. Metal and steel and timber, give me that any day. Plastic, just always worried about breaking plastic. Really does not want to come out of there, which makes me feel like I need to take those out. That's what it makes me feel like. It's out. Hey, there we go. So you definitely need to take those front ones off. How does that come off there? Oh yeah, come on. Oh, there we go. All right, lots of plastic. Plastic, plastic, plastic. All right, what do we got in here? Whoa. Lots of dust. Might just give it a very gentle little. Okay, so there was a Phillips head screw either side here, which I've done because I want to drop the gimbal out from the bottom. So I've just undone those, and I think the next thing I have to do is just unclip these two little connectors here, and then we should be looking good to drop that gimbal out the bottom. Don't know if you guys will be able to see this. I might actually take a high-res photo on my phone, but I've just seen where it's failed. I don't know if you guys are going to be able to see this or not. You're not, probably. Get this to focus. If I get it like that, I don't know if you'll be able to focus, but right at the tip of this now, right there, the ribbon has rubbed through from when it's been up. I can see where the corner of this casting here has shorted on the ribbon, so fingers crossed that's what it is. And this will be a pretty sweet little changeover. All right, let's get this ribbon changed. I wonder if I need to take that one off first. Take that off there. I think to get that out of the way, that just feels better for me if that's out of the way. Again, there's this gunky stuff on here. Get rid of that. Like that. Okay, so that then removes, oh, these two are still stuck together. These wires are so fine. Oh my god. Okay, so just doubling back, I've obviously removed the camera, sorry, the gimbal from the board. Wait till you see my pile of nuts and bolts, they're bloody everywhere. So these two came out of the top of the gimbal mount, these two little screws, they're Loctited in. Now, what I'm gonna have to do, I feel like I need to get some access through all of this. So I think that I'm gonna have to take basically all of this off. Now all the screws appear to be the same. So, whoops, so I'll start by taking off these ones. They're little tiny screws, jeepers creepers. Look at that. Oops, you be really careful you don't cross thread these or chew the top of them out. Oh, there we go. Bugger, you guys didn't see that. I just popped that off like that. I don't know what's going to happen here. Oh, yep, that just slots off. So that's stuck on there. Just get that adhesive off like that. Uh-oh, come on, let go. There we go. That comes off there. Now I've got to try and lift up that. Oh, that looked like it probably wasn't the right way to do that, but anyway. Just try and get that up. This glue stuff's a nightmare. Into this one here. Again, we'll just scratch off all the adhesive that's in there. And the good thing about doing this as well is there's no time limit on it. You can take as long or as short amount of time as you want. Pop that one off there, like that. Beautiful, that's off there. I think that just, where does that go from there? Oh, that's a real tricky one, that one. So that goes like that. How does one get, oh yeah, that just goes through there. So pop this last one off here. There, that off there. We're almost there. I can feel it. Hey, look at that. All right, I need to stretch my back because that's a lot of leaning backwards, and then we'll come back. Alrighty, so old versus new. So I was just looking before when I was pulling this off, and I noticed that obviously there's all these little adhesive bits on it, and I was like, oh, it's gonna be a bummer, I'm gonna have to start the hot glue gun. But they've actually included on this the adhesive pad, so that is pretty bloody good, I say. That'll make life a lot easier. So I'm gonna start putting this in now. I will probably time lapse it unless something really incredible happens, because it's gonna be boring listening to me breathe and put this on the gimbal. But if there's any sort of super important parts, I will, I'll definitely slow down to have a look at it. And like I said before, my little, oh, I'm not going to pick that up, I'll just show you this way. My little box of bits. Look at that. Plenty of fun right there. All right, let's get this gimbal back together again. All right, so I'm not sure, again, how much you guys are going to be able to see, but when you reassemble the camera gimbal to the board, there's a little slit, which is where the communication cable comes through, and then this other cable here just comes up the outside of the plastic. All right, so we'll get this in here best we can. The panel cable through there. What I think I'm going to do first is, so what's happened there? Okay, so I've undone that. So I think I might put those, which screws were they? These ones here, the little Phillips head screws. Put these back in again. So that way I know that, because I don't think they have any bearing over. They wouldn't, they're not long enough. Now I'm not going to do these up ragingly tight just yet. I just want to make sure everything's in place and where it needs to be before I send them home. All right, look at that. No leftover screws. Pretty good. Let's turn this thing on and see what it does. Actually, wait, I'm just going to throw a battery in the GoPro because I'm about to go flat. Oh, we are not flicking around anywhere anymore. Okay, let me get this fired up and let's have a look. So, I bet you thought the next scene was going to be some cool drone shots. Well, so did I. What happened? Well, when I turned the drone on and connected it to the DJI app, it said to me that I needed to do a firmware update. Thought that's fine, I'll do a firmware update. It could be because I hadn't had drone, the remote synced with my phone before. So I did that and it got to about 24% and then just said failed. I went to use the drone and it was bricked. Now there's heaps of videos and forums, people talking about DJI and their updates, especially on the earlier Mavics, which is what it was. It was an original Mavic, not working and then causing everything to be unusable, which is basically what's happened. So I tried again to do it on my phone. I then downloaded the Assistant, DJI Assistant, to my computer. Got a bit further with that, got to about 50 odd percent. Did that probably, I spent the better part of 8 hours trying different things, trying it again, trying master resets. Nothing at all worked. So I took it to DJI here in Melbourne and they were very, very helpful. D1 DJI, I think they're called. And the guy there was fantastic. So basically what happens now is they will effectively take the drone and they will, from what it sounds like, they will just do some sort of factory overhaul on it and get the software / firmware to update. Their opinion is because this issue of connectivity and updates dropping out from the phone, that the drone might have updated the flight controls, but then not the compass or something like that. So it's obviously just well out of whack with itself. So I wish that this video right now was some cool drone shots, but it's not. And this is what happens when you buy stuff secondhand. And this is super unfortunate, I'll be honest. But look, I'm hoping to have the drone back. So the fixing part was last weekend. I've had it to DJI this week. I'm hoping to hear back from the start of this week coming. We do have the Anzac public holiday this weekend in Australia. So I was hoping to hear back, have not as yet, so I'll keep you guys up to date. But it will be back. We will see it, and we will see it flying. We will see that gimbal working. So thanks for watching. Stay tuned. I'll have an update video coming out on a few projects that were 3/4 finished in the next couple of weeks, and we'll cap all of those off in one video. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you soon.